Welcome to ND Toon, where we bring you heartfelt stories filled with emotions, love, and life lessons. Before we dive into today's story, tell us, have you ever waited for someone believing in a promise that was never fulfilled? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that touch your heart. Now let's begin. She stood at the train station, gripping a letter with trembling hands. The dim glow of the station lights cast long shadows, mirroring the emptiness in her heart. His promise echoed in her mind, "I'll come back for you." Years had passed, but she still waited, her heart clinging to hope as stubbornly as the autumn leaves that refused to fall. The cold wind carried memories of stolen kisses under moonlit skies, whispered dreams beneath old oak trees, and the night he left with a solemn vow. She had counted the days, imagined his return 1,000 times, and rehearsed the words she would say. Yet the platform remained empty, and the promise grew weaker with each passing season. Then, one evening, the air changed. A familiar scent wrapped around her, stealing her breath. Her heart pounded. She turned, and there he was. Time had etched itself into his features, but those eyes, those deep, soulful eyes, were the same ones she had once drowned in. But something was different. The warmth she longed for was missing, replaced by a distant, unfamiliar gaze. And then she saw her. Beside him stood another woman, her delicate fingers intertwined with his. Laughter danced in her eyes, oblivious to the storm raging within the woman who had waited. Her heart cracked, the pain sharp and merciless. Her feet moved forward before she could stop them. The letter in her grip wrinkled as she whispered, voice trembling, "You promised." He hesitated, guilt flickering across his face. His lips parted, but no excuses came. Just two simple words, "I'm sorry." She had imagined this moment countless times, but never like this. She had dreamed of running into his arms, feeling his warmth, hearing his voice say her name with love. But fate had rewritten their story without her consent. Tears blurred her vision as he turned away, his fingers still entwined with another's. The weight of unspoken words pressed against her chest, suffocating her. Her grip loosened, and the letter, the one she had never sent, the one filled with love, longing, and the hope that had once burned so brightly, fluttered to the ground. A gust of wind carried it away, its inked confessions lost to the night. The train whistled in the distance, signaling departures and new beginnings. She inhaled deeply, the crisp night air filling her lungs as she whispered to the wind, "Maybe in another lifetime." And then she turned and walked away, not just from the platform, but from the past she had clung to for far too long. Life doesn't always go the way we expect, but sometimes letting go is the bravest thing we can do. What do you think? Should she have waited longer, or was it time to move on? Tell us in the comments. And if you love stories filled with emotions, heartbreak, and hope, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to ND Toon. Let us know what kind of stories you'd love to hear next. We'll create them just for you. Until next time, stay strong and keep believing in new beginnings.